Our anxiety as Black women shows up as irritation or aggression, but we are not necessarily angry.
I'm aggressive, period, and I know that.
It's not working. It's not
and
working.
I know that.
And if you're not willing to change, I can't help you.
You're done.
She said it, not me, and you can find that video at the 10-minute mark. But I do have more videos to react to of Black women explaining why they have attitudes. Will it be the truth or are they hypocrites? But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video. And if this is your first time watching, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to it.
People really want Black women to understand is that we are to be accepting of our positioning as the least desirable in society. We should get the memo that nobody really wants a Black woman. Thus, if anybody was to find themselves willing to take up with us, we should be happy, we should be grateful, and we should shut up about it. And if you are a Black woman that dares to push back.
First of all, let's be clear. It's not that Black women are undesirable. The personality of a lot of Black modern women is undesirable. The stigma of you feel like you don't need a man, can't nobody tell you nothing. The mindset of a lot of Black women is undesirable. And instead of dealing with the root of the issues, sometimes we want to just play like, oh my goodness, nobody want Black women. Where you getting that from? The truth is a lot of Black women are a product of a generation of other Black women screaming to the top of their lungs, I don't need a man. And when you carry that same type of ideology, you carry that into your mindset and in the way that you show up in relationships, then it's not that Black women are undesirable. You may be undesirable. Your personality may be undesirable. The idea that you want to emasculate Black men, that is what's undesirable. So let's not confuse the two.
It's not what you're saying, it's how you say it. Black women need to check their attitude and how they're projecting the words out of their mouth because it comes off aggressive. And Black women feel like a man has to step up to that challenge of anger in order for her to respect him. In a lot of cases, Black men just want to love Black women, but Black women act like in order for her to love you back, you have to have more money. You have to out-emasculate her. A man has to go through so many criteria to be respected that it makes you non-desirable.
Yeah, you're very gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. Also, I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have the
considered
hat
a fake
on?
Briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair
is or
done.
something.
It's done. It's
So
done.
why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
I understand. I just want to see your hair though.
I get it. You feel me? I've dealt with, you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we
talking-
from the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak. Speaking to all the other women, trust. I know you're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real like respect. I can't let you like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through
I'm just
was-
saying though, you tried though, darling.
No, I
You feel me?
didn't.
So I want you to know like I'm really from struggle. I speak a
great.
certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's
That's
degree.
fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood niggas in general.
wasn't throwing shade
I
on you,
speak with a
love.
little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm educated, baby.
No, that's fine.
We can move forward.
And that's how you lay down the drizzle. We're getting sick of women feeling like you could just say anything to disrespect a man and don't get any backlash because it makes you feel empowered. That's the only reason why people tear down other people is to feel better. But if you look at her, she's for the streets. She's a little light-skinned girl with a bunch of tattoos from Chicago. These girls don't make it out the hood. They become somebody's baby mother for the rest of their life. And that's what she's headed down. If you're unable to look at a black man and judge him for being a black man that got his life together, and all you recognize is just hood dudes and that's what you're accustomed to, it's just a matter of time before you get hooked on that stuff. That's how this works. All these hood chicks that dudes see, look at a 30-year-old hood chick. She's stretched out, cracked out.
People in general but especially black men understood that a lot of the times our anxiety as black women shows up as irritation or aggression, but we are not necessarily angry. We never really get that pass to be like, you hear about white women tears, but when a black woman cries, she's looking for sympathy. When a black woman is irritated or has an anxiety or is overwhelmed or is overstimulated, she's with an attitude. When a black woman needs help, she doesn't get help. So when we go out and get the help that we need to get, then we're too masculine and we shouldn't have done it anyway. We need to depend on the same men that say that we're not desirable. So I wish we, as a culture, dived more into the mental health.
I'm glad you said mental health. The difference between the black women and other cultures of women, they don't lead with aggression. They don't lead with masculinity. So when they do cry, a man has a tendency to stop and look at them because a man may not be used to that woman crying. He may be used to that woman having a smile on her face. He may be used to that woman easily to converse with. When it comes to a black woman, you're a headache from the friendship. So when something goes wrong with you, it's like people don't know if you can handle it or not because you did so much of pushing people away just from meeting them.
One thing I've been noticing, right? Whenever you call out black women on certain toxic traits and negative behavior, a bunch of them will run to the comment section talking about not all black women are like that. But if you're praising black women, calling them queens and goddesses, they're silent. You don't hear them say not all black women are queens and goddesses. On the flip side of that, however, if you were to call out black men on their negative traits, a bunch of them co-signing, yes, black men are dusties, black men do this wrong. However, let you be praising black men and see how they run over here talking about not all black men are great provider, protectors, and leaders. Not all black men, because then they start inserting about their dusty baby daddies. Y'all notice that pattern and see the hypocrisy in that, or is it just me?
It's called narcissism, where you don't want to be accountable for your actions. You only want to hear the things that praise you, which is something that's happening in modern society, is that people are less open-minded. Black women are less open-minded. If it's not their way, then they're just not happy.
So black women, I don't know if y'all pay attention. To this when you're out and about. But I do. I'm a very observant person, so I see everything. And have you ever paid attention to when you are running your errands, when you are going to the grocery stores, when you're going to dollar stores, when you're in the malls, when you are at beauty supplies, shopping? I would have to say specifically I see this at grocery stores. Other races of women shopping and their men are with them. Okay, he might look irritated, he might be tired, his feet might be hurting, but he's with his woman shopping with her. We don't see that in the black community often.
All you see is a bunch of baby mamas walking around creating chaos and confusion in every place that they go to. When you go on vacations, you see nothing but single black moms together while the families are out there looking around like, hey, why your kids are just running around doing this? Why? Because they feel better when there are clans of single women. The bitterness keep the other bitter women from getting a man. This is why you're shopping by yourself. It's because the older women are stopping you.
Have y'all noticed that? Typically, when I see a black woman shopping, she's by herself or she's with her kids. I rarely ever see black men and black women grocery shopping together or just together. And it's very sad. We function very differently from every other community. And it's really quite pathetic. It's very sad to me. But as you all know, this is why I encourage black women to open up their options to other groups of men. So that way you can stop shopping alone and have somebody with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
My thoughts are most guys outside of the black community, realistically, only want to clap cheeks. You're only going to find a very small percentage of men from other cultures that want to be with a black woman long term. They don't want to take her home. They don't want her to be around grandma. Black women don't understand family orientation, which is why the other cultures don't want you, but they want to sleep with you. If you do get the ones from the other culture, they're typically the ones that the other cultures didn't even want.
Among women,
Because
I don't
I
do
stood
violence.
up? Because I stood up, that was violence?
You're unsafe. You are not a safe person.
I'm aggressive, period, and I know
But
that.
it's not
I
working.
speak aggressive,
It's not
and
working.
I know that.
And if you're not willing to change, I can't help you. I can't. I can't keep engaging in this. You're going to let me help you learn how to listen? You're going to change your point of view, or I'm going to call your car.
You gotta call their card, but even when you call their card, they don't want to accept any accountability. A black woman is the only woman. Literally, she can hear the truth, she can see the truth, and she still won't change.
You are responsible for your triggers. You have to unplug them. Miss Nicole, I don't know you from a can of paint, and this is what I'm gonna tell her. You may love your children with every fiber of your being, but there's no way with that level of violence in your body that you're a good mom.
All she's gonna do is just pass this attitude down to her children, and her children are gonna be running around here screaming and yelling at people, starting fights, because it's the only thing they know. I see it all the time. A lot of these single mother little boys come out into the streets running their mouth the same way that their mother's been running their mouth to them in the house, and they end up getting put in the dirt.
Black women are the most homophobic. Black women are the most homophobic people. Black women are the most homophobic people ever in our community. Black women are more homophobic than it is. Y'all call heterosexual men gay for everything that they do that they don't include women in. Can't have fun. Can't talk on the phone. Can't hold an umbrella. Can't do shit. As soon as you exclude women from the fucking equation, they automatically gay.
They walk in, they get tickets together.
It's a bro date.
Can they share popcorn?
Share popcorn, you broke. Get your own popcorn. That's not gay, that's poor.
Hold on, wait, all right. Cause now y'all got me.
I see this in the gym all the time. You have all the thought bots that want to come around, bend over and stretch, their hair coming all the way down to their knees. And when guys aren't chasing them, they think something's wrong with that because they base most of their confidence from the guys that want them that they did not want back. What black women don't understand is black men get smarter. And from a distance, he can start to read if you're going to be problematic or not. So the more problematic you look, the less a man wants you. And typically, problematic women are the ones that's trying to lead with their body and sexuality. You're hoping for a man to chase you, but you're not realizing that he sees you're not worth the chase. This is a BBL clinic. For black women to already have the best bodies on the planet, why are you the biggest consumer of BBLs? Make it make sense, because it started out as a Latino and Mexican thing, but you took over acting like it's gonna get you a husband, and it doesn't.
Are you fine with your husband paying for like $100 ring? Are you fine with that, or would you want him to spend a bit more?
No, I would be fine with that.
You'd be fine with that?
Yeah.
Going around the table? You're married. How much did your husband spend on the ring?
Never told me.
Never told
Never
you?
asked.
Okay. What about you?
I don't think it matters.
Don't care? Okay.
Absolutely not.
Don't care?
No, I care.
Okay, how much should a man... I've heard something like 3 months salary.
Okay, I want a 6-carat ring minimum. Oh my
So
goodness.
how much does that cost? I don't know.
Could be anywhere from like 60 to 80K depending on the diamond vendor, if you're getting one that was lab created or if you're getting one that was sourced from Africa. Wow. I don't think I ever asked.
Show us the
Can I
ring. What about you? You want...
Pricey?
I mean, I don't think it really matters, but I also don't think you should be getting married if you're not at a point in your life where you can financially...
I don't agree with it, but what about you?
It at least has to be the ring I want.
It has to be the ring you want?
Yeah.
Is your ring that you want going to be worth $100? Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I picked out my ring.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to most women but the gold diggers. See, you can want a man that's gonna buy you an expensive ring, but then again, everybody has a dream. See, standards for relationships are typically somebody you've never dated before, which is why women that have the highest standards, typically when you get to that top floor, you and all the women with the high standards are in the same spot where there's not enough men sitting around. In modern day time, only a sucker, a lame, a creep, a weirdo is actually still trying to buy love. The average man out here who has common sense is waiting for the woman to like him for him, not by the money he's making. That's where women are losing at. It used to be a time where you could place financial standards onto a man, but now it's just taking you down a road of loneliness. And when your looks wear off, no man's going to spend money for you to do anything. Now, they'll spend money for you to go ahead and give them some of that goat throat. They'll pay for the sex, but they're not going to pay for the life with you.